Zaporizhzhia in turmoil once again. The strategic city of Zaporizhzhia has become the site of intense fighting, pummeled by relentless waves of missile strikes, heavy artillery, and UAV drones constantly swarming its skies. Key sites lie in ruins, and the sound of explosions has become a terrifying part of daily life. Can Ukraine's air defense systems, backed by its Western allies, still offer meaningful resistance? Or is this the beginning of a collapse? Let's take a closer look at the recent situation in Zaporizhzhia. Footage that emerged on September 25th paints a clear picture of the Russian armed forces' tactical superiority. Through flawless coordination between reconnaissance and precision strikes, the Dnipro force group once again demonstrated its operational dominance. A Ukrainian repair battalion, hiding within the industrial zone of Khortytsia on the right bank of the Dnieper River, was located. Once its position was uncovered, there was no hesitation. A swift and deadly strike followed, deploying the legendary Iskander missiles in tandem with the highly effective Geran attack drones. The Ukrainian engineering regiment's mechanic workshop became an easy target, obliterated by an overwhelming force. Russia continues to heavily rely on the Iskander missile system, a unique combination of precision, speed, and defense-penetrating power. Iskander is no ordinary ballistic missile. It is a tactical hypersonic weapon system designed specifically to break through even the most advanced air defenses. With its maneuverability during the terminal phase of flight, Iskander can evade anti-ballistic missile interception, making it an almost unstoppable threat. The missile is capable of carrying a wide range of warheads, including fragmentation, penetration, and even thermobaric warheads, allowing it to destroy diverse targets, from reinforced bunkers to command and control centers. Its reliability, high accuracy, and short launch preparation time make it a weapon of choice for Russia when targeting Ukraine's critical assets, as seen in the Khortytsia strike. Further evidence of the effectiveness of Russian strikes comes from Chernihiv, where 2 additional Iskander missiles hit Ukrainian S-300 air defense positions. This attack is not just an isolated incident. It is part of a broader pattern that threatens the backbone of Ukraine's air defense. The S-300 is a long-range air defense system that is critically important to Ukraine. It is designed to protect airspace from aircraft, cruise missiles, and even certain types of ballistic missiles. For years, the S-300 has been at the forefront of Ukraine's air defense, providing a significant layer of protection against aerial threats. The loss of each S-300 system means a reduction in Ukraine's ability to protect its cities, critical infrastructure, and even its troops from Russian air attacks. Every destroyed S-300 unit creates a gap in the air defense network, allowing Russian aircraft and missiles to operate more freely and strike targets with minimal resistance. The implications for Ukraine are dire. Faster destruction of infrastructure and, most importantly, a decline in troop morale as soldiers feel increasingly unprotected. Without operational S-300 systems, Ukraine becomes far more vulnerable, and Russian air dominance becomes even harder to challenge. Returning to the critical situation in Zaporizhzhia, where Russian operations are continuously eroding Ukraine's capabilities. A D-30 gun crew from the Dnipro military group precisely destroyed a bunker, while the artillery crew from the Vostok military group targeted and disabled a Ukrainian UAV command center. This was a severe blow to Ukraine's hopes of dominating the battlefield with its drone fleet. Everything related to Ukrainian UAVs, from operational units to production facilities, is being systematically destroyed one by Russia's relentless forces. This is happening in the midst of Zelensky's grand ambition to transform Ukraine into a leading drone power. The statistics may look impressive on paper. From 5,000 units in 2022, Ukrainian drone production is projected to reach 4 million units by the end of 2024, with a target of an additional 4.5 million drones by 2025. Over 500 drone manufacturers in Ukraine are currently producing more than 1,000 different models. However, this ambition clashes with the harsh reality on the ground. no matter how many drones Ukraine produces. If its command centers are destroyed, its supply lines cut, and its production facilities crippled, all of these efforts will be in vain. Russia is systematically targeting the supply chains and infrastructure supporting Ukraine's drone ambitions, ensuring that this wave of production never reaches its full potential. In addition to deadly Iskander missiles, Geran drones continue to strike Zaporizhzhia, joining Russian fab bombs in launching devastating nighttime attacks on key Ukrainian targets. There is no breathing room for Ukraine's air defense systems there. They are constantly struggling and under pressure, fighting off relentless waves of Russian attacks coming from various directions and in multiple forms. Footage that circulated on September 24th, again from the Zaporizhzhia region, showed how Russian air forces dropped fab bombs on Ukraine's Motosich company. This is a perfect example of how Russia is systematically crippling Ukraine's military-industrial capacity. Slowly but surely, Ukraine is being overwhelmed and may come to regret its decision to launch attacks on Russia. Whether under the dark sky or in broad daylight, the strikes and explosions continue. As seen in footage from September 23rd, deadly attacks on Ukrainian facilities in Zaporizhzhia were captured from above, showing 3 Geran drones ruthlessly striking the target. These relentless attacks are clear evidence of Russia's determination to completely cripple Ukraine's military capabilities. On the other hand, the new voice of Ukraine revealed that in 2025, Russia plans to produce 79,000 unmanned aerial vehicles, including 40,000 Geran 2 drones, 5,700 Harpy 1 drones, and around 34,000 other models and decoys. This increase in production is driven by the launch of additional assembly lines in Izhevsk and Yelabuga, as well as efforts to fully replace foreign components with domestically produced parts. This shows that Russia is not only excelling in launching attacks, but also in building its own military-industrial capacity, ensuring an uninterrupted supply of weapons for its ongoing campaign. How far will this drone race continue to escalate? With Ukraine's ambitious efforts constantly being undermined by Russia's superior strategy and production capacity, the balance of power appears to be tilting increasingly in Russia's favor. This is just one chapter in a conflict that continues to unfold. What lies ahead for Zaporizhzhia in the near future? That's all for today, and thanks for watching.